Hey friends, welcome to our Utsuk YouTube channel. So after a long time, we are back again, and in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can deploy your private Git project into the cPanel using Git version control. So at first, what you need to understand is that why you need the Git version control in your cPanel. So whenever you deploy your project, after a certain time interval, you might have need to change or update certain things in that project. So using the Git, we can get rid of the deploying the same project again and again. Simply, we can fetch the local changes into the live server within a click. So in order to get rid of this deployment of project again and again, we can use the facility of Git. So let's see what we will be discussing in this video. So the content of this video will be, at first we will be creating a private Git repository in a GitLab, or you can simply use GitHub as well. After that, we will be adding the local files into that repository, and we'll be managing the SSH key in the cPanel. As the repository will be private, we need to access with this SSH key, and after that deploying the SSH key in the GitLab repository and clone the repository using the cPanel and make changes at local and live the changes using the Git version control in cPanel. So let's move to the first content, create a private repository in a GitLab. So let's move to our GitLab account, gitlab.com, and let's sign in. Here you can provide your username and password. So I have successfully signed in into the GitLab account. Now let's create one project. So I have successfully signed into the GitLab account. Now let's create a project. I'll be giving the name as my test and create a project. So here it will be given the list of command. So we need to initialize the Git. As I have one template downloaded here in a desktop, so I'll be adding this template in the Git repository. So open your Git bash here in this path, and now simply copy the command and paste in the terminal. And second command. After that, we are pushing our existing folder. So we need to copy this command and paste in a terminal. Git initialized, git remote add origin, insert it and paste it here. After that, commit the initial commit, and after that, push that branch the master. So while pushing this branch, it will be asked that want to continue connecting. Yes. So it will give some error here as we need to create the SSH key. Simply type SSH dash then, and one SSH key will be generated in this path of your computer. So leave as it is for the passphrase, and SSH key is successfully generated in our local machine. So you need to add this SSH key so that you can clone or push your branch from local to the Git repository. Close this and move to this directory, inside users and inside the SSH. Here you will see the id underscore rsa.pub. Open it in your notepad and copy this. After that, you need to go to your GitLab repository. Inside this reference and inside the SSH here, SSH key, simply paste your public key SSH and add it. So SSH key has been added. Here I have two SSH keys. This one is the previous one. So let's delete this. Now you can simply push your branch into the master using the same command here. So now it's successfully added in our repository. Let's check it out. So here inside the GitLab, here my test has been created as a repository and the following files have been added. Now we have created our private repository in the GitLab and we have added the local files into that repository. So now let's manage the SSH key in a cPanel. So let's move to the cPanel login. So here is my cPanel login interface. Simply here give your login username and credentials. So after moving into the cPanel interface, you need to check that in advanced setting here, you need to have the access to the terminal. So if you don't have the access to the terminal, you can consult to your hosting provider. And whenever you move to the Git version control, there will be one warning section saying that your system administrator must enable cell access to allow you to view clone URLs. So this means that you need to consult to your hosting provider in order to provide the cell access. And whenever they provide you the access to the cell, and whenever they provide you the cell access, you can see the terminal in your advanced section. In my case, it's already been activated by the hosting provider. So now let's create it. So before creating the clone URL here, what you need to do is you need to create a SSH access here. Click here and click on manage SSH keys. So here you can see that here are no public key installed and no private key installed. So we will be managing it through the terminal. So let's move to the terminal section, advanced here, click terminal. Now you need to hit some command here, as I'll be providing the link of the command in the description below as well. And simply generate SSH key command is here. Copy it and paste it terminal here. And here the example. This example you need to give the domain name, as in my case. And here in the username, you can simply find your username here as the current user. Copy it and simply paste it out here. Remove this username and paste it. So press enter and it will say that it will create your SSH key in this directory. Simply press enter. You can leave as it is for the passphrase. So SSH key has been successfully created. So let's see it has been created or not. Again move to the Git version control and here create and click on SSH access. Here you can see the manage. So here you can see that ID underscore RSA has been created. So here it is said that not authorized. So we need to authorize this as well. You can click on manage and click on authorize. Now go back. So here is our public key and this one is the private. So now we need to add this public key in our GitLab repository as well. So click on view download. Copy this, all the public key. Copy and paste it in your GitLab repository. Simply move to your GitLab repository. Here, inside the setting, you can see the repository here. And you can see here as deploy keys. In the deploy keys section, if you expand, it will be showing the title and the key. So in the title, you can provide any name, as I'll be providing the key one, and paste that public key here and simply grant write permission to this key and add key. So till now we have completed all this content up to here, deploy SSH key in the GitLab repository. So now we need to provide the clone URL in our cPanel. So let's see this. So moving into the Git version control, here you need to provide the clone URL. Simply go to your repository and here copy the clone with SSH, copy this URL and simply paste it out here. And here you can see the default path will be repositories slash my test. So I'll be providing this path as in public HTML, and the repository name, it could be any. I'll be providing my test as default, and let's create out here. Here you cannot use this directory as it already contains files. So you need to delete all the files inside the public HTML. Let's remove out this. Go to the file manager, and inside the public HTML, there will be one folder. If this folder is not shown, go to the setting and click on show hidden files and click save. So you need to remove this as well, and remove this file by clicking on delete and confirm it. So our repository is empty now. Now let's create it again. Let's create. So here, as it successfully initiated the clone process, it's saying that my test, the repository name, and here is the repository path inside the public HTML. So clicking on this manage, what we can see is, so here if you pull or deploy the repository, it will be showing the error, as here in the requirement section, it's saying that a valid cpanel.yml file exists. So we need to create one cpanel.yml file in our project. So let's open our project into the Visual Studio Code. Let's open the project, open folder, desktop here, and template. So here we need to create one YML file as .panel.yml, and inside this file we need to add certain changes. So I'll be providing this link as well in the description, and copy this section here all. Now paste it in a cpanel.yml file. As we are deploying all of the folder, simply remove this, and in the index.html we need to provide star, and our path will be inside the public HTML, and in this user we need to provide the username of our cpanel. So the username of the cpanel will be here inside this current username, and now simply add this file and push it into the Git repository. So push this file into the master branch. Sorry, I haven't committed. Let's say YML file added. Now push that branch to the master. Now the panel.yml file has been successfully uploaded into the repository. As you can see this inside the repository, here is the cpanel.yml file. Now moving into the cpanel, let's move to the Git version control again and click on manage. So here click on update. Now the system successfully updated my test, and you need to pull changes, as here it's saying the initial commit. So update from the remote, click on this button. It will take some time, and after the update is successful, you can see that YML file added commit has been added here. Now after a certain time, you can see this button will be enabled, and click on this deploy head commit to make these changes live. As you can see, this button is enabled now. So click this button and deployment will be live. So if you go to your website, you can see that Your website has been successfully uploaded. Now let's make some changes here and let's see whether we can pull that changes from local to the cPanel or not. Here at the index, I'll be doing welcome to my work, and let's remove out this. You can make any changes, and moving into the terminal, add all, commit, minor changes. Now push this branch, the master. The branch is pushed as a master branch. Now go to the cPanel again and update from remote. So the changes that we have made in our local has been successfully pulled from the cPanel here. You can see that minor changes, and you can click on deploy head commit, and let's press our page again. So you can see the changes here. Welcome to my work, and this is the testing process of our website. So in this way, you can connect your Git into the cPanel and deploy your project. And with this feature of Git, you can get rid of deploying the project again and again. You can simply click button and pull the local changes and live that changes using the Git version control in a cPanel. So I hope that you understood how you can connect your Git version control along with the cPanel and deploy your project. So this can get rid of burdening the deployment project again and again. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you.